got this fucking lighter. We gotta go get our fucking money back.
What in tarnation?
Happy Father's Day, sports fans, and if your father is a Sixers fan, oh my goodness, it's definitely a happy Father's Day for him. Bro, I'm not gonna take any of your time. We have so much news to talk about, but before we get started, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for the amount of support you've been giving me on this daily NBA news series. Guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for subscribing, smashing the like button, and if you are an NBA fan and you want to receive all of your daily NBA news in about 10 to 12 minutes, but with the same amount of ads, be sure to hit that subscribe button because I know you're gonna love this channel. Now, without further ado, you guys have some time to spend with your fathers. I'm gonna get right to it. We're gonna start out with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar saying LeVar Ball is bad for college basketball. Now, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a UCLA legend and basketball Hall of Famer, and he believes that LeVar Ball is bad for college basketball because he creates a quote-unquote huckster show. Now, I know what you guys may be thinking. No, I do not know what that means. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was quoted saying, "Everybody knows about his sons because he has been able to hype them, but I don't think that's good for college basketball." He then said college basketball is starting to look like, it doesn't look good. It looks like a huckster show, and that bothers me, you know? You have people going those lengths to promote their kids. I don't get it. Now, here's my thing. With all due respect, if I am a father, I'm not gonna be thinking, man, I can't do X, Y, and Z and, like, you know, promote my son because it's gonna make college basketball look bad. No, if I am a father, I will do absolutely anything that it would take to promote my children. And this is me being one of the biggest critics of Lonzo and LeVar Ball. I personally respect the fact that LeVar Ball goes through crazy lengths to promote Lonzo. And I really don't 100% agree with Kareem in this sense, but I do agree with Kareem in the sense that LeVar is the reason why Lonzo to the Lakers is etched in everyone's mind. Without that connection that LeVar Ball has been seemingly making since Lonzo rose to prominence, I don't think that the masses would be hypnotized to thinking Lonzo to LA was meant to be. I do agree with Kareem in the sense that college basketball needs to do something because their product has not been enjoyable with the amount of one and dones lately. We've seen value in four-year players such as Draymond Green and Tim Duncan, and I would love to see less one and dones. I feel like if the NBA addressed this and allowed high school players to declare once again, college basketball could be enjoyable again. But personally, I love the way the college game is currently, but also bear in mind, I grew up in the one and done era, so I don't know any differently. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Is Kareem right about LeVar Ball? Do you think that the one and done rule is the reason why NCAA basketball hasn't been as great lately? Or do you disagree entirely? Do you think LeVar Ball coming out being outspoken makes the game worse? Personally, I think it makes it more entertaining. Now, speaking about LeVar Ball, LeVar went out and attended Lonzo's second pre-draft workout with the Lakers. After not being invited to attend Lonzo's first pre-draft workout with the Los Angeles Lakers, LeVar Ball was in attendance for his son's second workout with the team Friday. ESPN reported Ball's presence at his son's second workout that took place at an unspecified location in Chino Hills. Ball's first workout with the Lakers was on June 7th, and Laker head coach Luke Walton explained why the team didn't want the outspoken father of the UCLA star present. "I think the workout is something that will keep the doors closed on," he said during an appearance on the Jim Rome show. Ramona Shelburne also reported that Ball's workout on Friday lasted for 4 hours and entailed him going through his entire daily routine for the Lakers. Now that is interesting. Now the moment that you've all been waiting for, Celtic fans and Sixer fans. I feel like my past 3 videos were on this topic alone, but the deal is officially done, ladies and gentlemen. The Boston Celtics agree to a trade that sends the #1 overall pick to the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia is expected to send the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft, a 2018 first-round pick from the Los Angeles Lakers, which is now unprotected, but the Sixers are putting protections on it. I know, crazy and confusing, right? Or a 2019 first-round pick from the Sacramento Kings. So I'm assuming that the protections haven't been disclosed yet, and we don't know what the protections are, but pretty much say if it's top 5 protected and it falls in the top 5, they're going to get this Kings 2019 first-round pick. That's all that means. Markelle Fultz posted on Joel Embiid's Instagram post yesterday once the deal was done, and I absolutely loved his reaction. He literally commented, "Trust the process." He is definitely going to be a personality that's going to fit right in with this great team. Now, I'm going to give you my personal thoughts on this. I love this trade for both sides. Now, I know Celtic fans are going to want to burn me at the stake for saying this, but the Boston Celtics are continuing their active rebuild where they continue competing for the top spot in the East while they keep adding lottery talent from the draft. They continue to stack assets and are willing to make the right move at the right time. In my last video, I asked you guys for your thoughts in the comment section, so on your screen right now, you should see some of what your analysis is and what some of you thought about the trade a bit prior and a little bit after that the trade was announced. If any of you want to offer your analysis in the comment section, you may see yourself in tomorrow's episode, so be sure to leave a comment because I'm going to go through each and every one of them and pick the best ones for tomorrow's video. Personally, I love this move for the Sixers. Sam Hinkie died for your sins. No, all jokes aside, he died for your sins. And they cash in on this year's best available point guard with incredible defensive potential and the ability to hit any shot. Markelle Fultz is going to be an amazing fit, and we're going to have the unique opportunity to see two #1 overall picks debut at the same exact time next year, and that in itself makes for great basketball. I love the fact that many people are calling this a super team, despite Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz having yet to see the floor and Joel Embiid only playing for a limited amount of time, but times are looking great in Philadelphia, man. That in itself is going to be very, very fun to watch. Now, I do think that they can sneak into the playoffs in a weak Eastern Conference, but if they don't, regardless of big three of Joel Embiid, Markelle Fultz, and Ben Simmons should make for some absolutely exhilarating basketball. So even if you aren't a Sixers fan, get excited because this is going to be an exciting team to watch. Now, do you guys remember in my first news video 2 days ago when I posted that reaction Arash had to Jahlil Okafor getting drafted by the Sixers? Well, I bumped into him last night, and this was his reaction. The guy couldn't stop hugging me, man.
Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, and Joel the Process Embiid leading us to the promised land, baby. Trust the process. God bless Sam Hinkie.
Now, I have some very bad news for Sixers fans. Mark Stein reported, and this is going to be hard to tell you guys, Mark Stein reported that the Sixers are officially out on the Kyle Lowry race. Once they made that trade, Kyle Lowry said, man, they're probably going to take Markelle Fultz. I can't go to that team. So Kyle Lowry officially doesn't want to go to the Sixers. Try not to cry, Sixers fans. As for Celtic fans who are really sad about this trade, and believe me, I saw some hysterical memes on the internet, including my own, by the way. I'm a pretty funny dude, man. You should follow me on Twitter and just see the BS I tweet whenever something crazy goes down. But anyways, there was originally a rumor that the Celtics were doing this to make a run at Jimmy Butler, but apparently that is not the case. According to Chris Mannix of The Vertical, the Celtics made this deal to make a run at Anthony Davis. This blindsided me because the Pelicans recently acquired DeMarcus Cousins to play with Anthony Davis. I personally do not think that this will happen, but if you offered me a plethora of picks, including this year's #3 pick and Brooklyn's pick next year for Anthony Davis, and I still had DeMarcus Cousins on my roster, I would actually have to sit and think about that deal, man. Especially given that Cousins and Davis did provide for some nice, promising flashes in their time together, but they didn't absolutely dominate it. But in their defense, they weren't 100% successful, but they didn't have a good amount of time to play together and go through a training camp together. So it's a little bit too soon to say, yo, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis are not a good match. You could make the argument that you should give them some time together, but again, I really highly doubt the Pelicans would pull the trigger on this trade. But I do think a little bit more realistic of a scenario would be a flip for DeMarcus Cousins to go to the Celtics for those first-round picks. Now, I don't know if the Celtics would give up nearly as much. I don't think they'd give up two pretty much guaranteed top 5 picks. But because that would be a huge spurn to the Kings, considering how they traded Cousins for the 10th pick and Buddy Hield. But this is my own speculation. We've heard nothing about the Celtics going after DeMarcus Cousins, but they are attempting to make a run at Anthony Davis apparently. What do you guys think of this? Personally, I don't think it's going to go down. but honestly, I really hope it does. That's gonna do it for today's news video, man. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you love the NBA news and you don't really have time to catch every single bit of it. Follow your boy on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter to stay up to date with everything that's going on. And if you have any news that you want to tag me in on Twitter, be sure to do so, and I'll give you the credit you deserve. Besides that, I'm your boy, TheFlightMike, and I'm signing out, baby. Peace! Woo!